Hi everybody, it is April, and today we're going to do an improv quilt. It is the beginning of summer. Well, not quite the beginning of summer. Starting to get hot outside. I've been involved in multiple family affairs, and you know, sometimes you just lose your quilting mojo. Today I'm going to find my mojo. I know that I can find it. It's not that far away. And right now, this is the time to go and get it and put it back on. And in order to do that, I am going to do something fun that doesn't require measurements or thinking or anything other than just cutting fabric and sewing it together. I'm going to use this bundle. It has been in my fat quarter stash for quite some time. It is Riley Blake Piccadilly, and there are 24 fat quarters. It is by Amanda Kester. So grab 12 fat quarters and join me at the cutting table. My table is pretty clear, and you know why? Because yesterday it was used to paint a heart with acrylic paint. Now there is no acrylic paint here. On the floor, however, I have some black acrylic paint. Since my basement isn't finished, I don't worry about what the floor looks like. Okay, love the polka dots. Wow, this whole quilt's gonna be red. Love the stars. This looks bandana-y to me. I can live without that one. Decision is made. Now, I actually think I would rather have... No. Overthinking, no overthinking. All right. Now what I want to do is I want to cut off the selvages. And I do not want to iron this. Oh, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Can you believe I'm saying this? I do not care if everything is straight. I have in my mind a picture, and the picture does not include straight lines. This is going to be straight. Okay. Let's cut this kind of in half, but not really. At an angle. Oh, look. I didn't even stay on the ruler. And you know what? I'm good with that. I'm so good with that. This is almost going to be like a crazy 8. Kind of. Kind of, but not. All right. But yeah, there aren't going to be 8 cuts. And then this, I don't want it to be... Okay. So now let's put it back together. Oh, I am not good with puzzles. Okay, so I know those two go there. How in the world did I do this? Does it go? This is bad. I can't even put it back together. Okay, so let's take one of these and put it underneath, and 2 of these and put them underneath, and then just bring one from the bottom to the top. And then I'm just going to sew these together somehow. So I've sewn the 2 sets together. And now I want to sew 2 blocks together. So here, they don't quite match up. Oops, I gotta I've got a crease in there. Well, I did not even finish ironing that. All right, so now I can put, oh, see, this is even better, because if I put them back together this way, then I don't have to match a seam. Okay, so we're going to do this. So here we have our 4 blocks. Those are our wonky blocks. Now, let's take our next blocks. I'm going to do the blue. So I should have 4 of them. And this time, I think we're going to cut strips, because I don't want every one of the blocks, or all the sets of blocks, to look the same. And this time, I'm going to press them. Okay, steady Betty back out. And I want to just press them one on top of the other. We'll see how that goes. I'm even going to leave that one wrong side to wrong sides. All right, so let's cut off our selvage. I will keep those. Okay, so now we're just going to cut strips. Okay, oops, nope, not okay. There we go. All right, so here we've got all these strips. Okay, we're going to turn you over. Turn you over. Now, this one we'll take 1 and we'll put it on the bottom. This one we'll take 2 and we'll put it on the bottom. This one we're going to take the bottom and put it on the top. And this one we'll leave. Okay, so I'm going to put these 2 together. And I don't plan on doing the same order each time. I want chaos. Alrighty, so as I'm sewing, I'm thinking maybe I just want to leave these in sets of 2 and intersperse them between my other blocks, because they're different. They're going up and down as opposed to up and down and sideways. So let's get these guys pressed and let's see what we think. So here I've got, let's do this. So if I put this together, yeah, I can do it this way, or I can do it this way. It just depends on what I want to do. And then I'm going to have a block, because, you know, I'm going to end up cutting it and cutting it. It's going to lose a lot unless I do it more like the way I had it before. like this. It's still going to get cut down, and then I could put it next to a block that is on an angle so I won't lose as much. Let's leave these this way for right now, and then as my other blocks come together, I can have a better idea of what I'm working with. This is getting good. So I'm gonna go here. Yep, I'm just gonna do it. Not even gonna think about it. And here. And then we're going to pivot. This is the long way. So I'm going to go this way. Nothing perfect about this. Okay, come on now. Okay, hold on. All right. And then we'll cut it this way. All right, so then we'll put this. Okay, there we go. So here we have our funky 9 patch. Okay, let's see. Let's get these guys together. All right. We now have our funky 9 patches together. Notice I say we because we are all in this together. Even if you didn't want to be a part of it, you're a part of it. Sorry. We stick together on April's Craft Room channel. Okay. You know, I kind of like this. I think this is my favorite, actually. Because it's kind of fun. We're going to the design wall. All right, so here you see, this is where I was playing, we've got our funkified 4 patches. And I just kind of, you know, threw them up there. So let's throw our 9 patches up there. Okay, there has to be a solution. All right, I am going to sew my strips together and then cut down my 4 patches. And then we'll get back together for next steps. Now what I am working on now is cutting these down to be square. I would suggest that if you make the 4 patches, the wonky 4 patches, leave the 4 patch the way that you cut it and put it back together that way, because with this particular way, you lose a lot of fabric. Okay, we're making progress. I'm kind of excited. I like the way it looks. It's kind of fun. Now, decisions must be made. So here I have these 3 blocks, and they look to be a similar size. So I think I'm good on that row, unless I decide that I just really want some of the strips of the other fat quarters added around it. I know it's going to take a little longer, but I think it will make it look more special. That's a decision that needs to be made. These blocks are smaller, and actually, I think I need to put this one. Oh, I don't think it's going to matter. You know what? Okay. I've got this strip set here that I cut down quite a bit. Let's see. Maybe it fits better on this row. And then this strip set can go down here. This guy is just kind of long or tall. Let's see. And short. I don't know what happened to him. But I might just end up, let's see. Let's see how it is in relation to this. It's really closer to this, so I think I just need to leave it. And I can add to the other 2 blocks here and make them bigger. And then this guy, I'm just going to leave him here, and I will add to him. So I'm not worried about how wide they are. My concern, or what I need to take care of, is how tall they are. Alrighty. I may just trim this guy down. So here's where it gets tedious. Okay, 18.5. And what you could do if you didn't want to deal with the tedium is you could find the smallest block and cut everything down to that size. Maybe that's what I should do. And then just put my 2.5-inch strips around it. I like it. Okay, but I don't want to forget where these guys are, because it was a struggle placing them. Okay, so these 2 are the same. I still need a little bit of something here. So I will add that. But adding this to the top and then the side here gave me a little bit more width. And since I really don't want to cut this down, I'm going to add length to both of those. And this, I won't use a 2.5-inch strip. I'll just use, what will I use? Actually, what I will probably do is use a 1.5-inch strip. I said no measuring. Now let's see if my guesstimate was correct. Ha! Yes! All right, awesome. So I need to add, I think I'm going to add to the side and the bottom of these 2. I have made great progress. I've actually sewn these blocks together, and I've sewn these blocks together, and there is a small difference, which is fine. I like adding something that's different to the end. I'm all good with that. This one, if I add something, I can't tell if it's a little short down here or not. I will probably have to break out the tape measure. So I have all of these rows sewn together, and now I need to work on the last row. Okay, we are very close. Now, this is not something that I would recommend for just anybody. This is something that I wanted to do just to kind of get my quilting mojo back. And it's working because I'm thinking through what I need to do next and what I need to make these pieces go together, and I'm calling it improv, which essentially it is. So you can do the same thing, just cutting 4 patches out of your fat quarters and cutting strips out of your fat quarters and just cutting them all to the same size. So don't feel like you have to go through all of this. But I wanted something that just looked unusual. And so this is, what I'm coming up with. Well, I like it. It's kind of scrappy. You've got things crooked over here, things crooked here. I really like the way that it turned out. It's making me feel good. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it that way. That's not the right way to do it. This is art, and you can do art any way you want. Now, I have a question for you all. I need your help. First of all, I just want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. You're probably going, wow, April, you have kind of lost your mind. And I didn't lose my mind. I just lost some of my quilty mojo, and I need to get it back. And this is how I go about doing that. I do something that I think up of, I think up, and then I follow it through. I don't give up. I don't turn back. I just keep going until I get it done. So my question for you is, should I put a border around it? Or should I just leave it like it is? Now, if I did a border, I have quite a bit of my fat quarters left. So I'm thinking it would be a scrappy border. I would just cut all the pieces that I have left into 3-inch strips, sew them all together, and then just add them. That way I could use up the majority of the 12 fat quarters. But if you're thinking, no, I think this is busy enough and my eyes can't take anymore, should I use a solid border, a blue or a red, or a white? Or should I just leave it good and take it upstairs and quilt it? So let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know in the comments below if you could or would. You can do anything you put your mind to. If you would like to do something like this, but you just can't do it without a pattern. I'm just curious as to how many of us are like, oh yeah, I could just, cut up some fabric, throw it together, and I would be happy. Or, no, way out of my comfort zone, and I have no intention of doing anything like this. Just let me know. Thank you again for watching. I know that you have so many options out there. And I do very much appreciate you taking the time to watch me. And if you would like to be a member of my channel, this coming Saturday, we are going to have a sit and sew. And it's a Zoom call. You become a member and I send you a Zoom calendar invite, and we just sit and talk about whatever you want to talk about. So think about it. If you're not interested, don't worry. I'm not going to stop my free content that I just know you love. You're going, yeah, okay. Thank you, thank you. Have a great day. Eat some chocolate and be kind to everyone. Until next time, bye.